Hello and welcome to Matt's Mosh Pit, and tonight I'm going to be checking out We Rule the Waves by Amon Amarth. But before I get started, I just want to say thank you so much for the love and support you've shown me and my channel so far. It truly means a lot, and I could not do this without you. So folks, Amon Amarth, love him or hate him. You know what? I'm just going to say I love them. I think that's really what it comes down to. I know that in their last, in their discography, their latest albums, a lot of people have complained about, it's kind of the same old stuff, same old whatever. And I'll be honest with you, I love it. I love, in this particular case, there are certain bands that do stuff that sounds very similar to their previous works, and it just works. It's for me, that's really what it comes down to. Like it just works. And I think Amon Amarth just kind of owns the Viking metal landscape, for lack of better terms. But there's bands like AC/DC who literally, they'll openly admit they've been making the same album for however many years. So I personally don't see that there's anything wrong with it, but I also do understand that if people are looking for, something completely different, then maybe they're looking in the wrong place. But I have not heard this song, nor have I seen this video, but I have already seen comments where people are saying, oh, it's just another Amon Amarth, whatever, it doesn't seem to change. And I really keep thinking about it. I'm like, well, what are they looking for? I think, like I said, I think what Amon Amarth does, they do extremely well. And if you see them live, they're just an amazing band live. They're just an overall great time. And so, it's great time. The music isn't like offensively, it's not bad or anything by any stretch of the imagination. Even if it sounds similar to their previous works, it all sounds great to me. It fits the vibe, and I think they are going for a vibe, and I think the vibe works. So anyway, that's just me saying this now prior to actually hearing the song, but it is one of those where, like, I don't know why, but like, it's called like doom scrolling or whatever, when a lot of times bands will, like legacy bands, will put something out. Even if I haven't heard the song or checked it out, you kind of go to the comments because you just want to see, what other people are thinking about it and whatnot. And so I did that with this one, and I just saw a lot of people complaining, and it's like, you know what? They don't need to prove themselves to anybody. They created, I feel like, I don't know if they created it. I can't speak for that, but I feel like they own a genre. And I think if you own a genre, then you can do what you want. And I think, love it or hate it, like I said, I love it. I love the whole Viking aspect to things. And I think Johan's, voice is just great. It just from a storytelling perspective, and it gives you those Viking vibes. So, you know what? I'm excited. I'm excited to check it out. I don't care, but the haters can be haters. I'm going to love Amon Amarth no matter what. So anyway, let's strap in and check this video out, because I feel like I've already ruled that I'm going to love it, because if it has Vikings and it has Amon Amarth in it, then it's going to be good in my playbook as far as I could tell, unless they do something completely crazy, which maybe it'll happen. But hey, let's check it out.
Ships meant to roll along the coast like ancient
how can you not like this, folks? This is awesome. This is fun. It's fun. It's good music. It's about Vikings. If you like Vikings, I'm not gonna lie. I'm focused a lot of it on the outfits too, because a lot of times in these like videos, and I just watched a Feuerschwanz video, and you see people wearing like knight outfits and like the heavy armor and stuff like that. And I think to myself, like, if I was in like a time period, I'm not trying to wear that. It's hot, and the whole armor thing, it's not really it's not fitting for me. But I always think of myself as like wanting to dress up like a peasant because they at least had comfortable looking clothes. And I'm not gonna lie, what Amon Amarth is wearing in this video, that might be my look. Like if I'm going back in time, it looks comfortable. Like I feel like that's my look. And so, kudos to them on that. They found my look. They're playing some good music. It sounds good. Johan, the voice, awesome. I love the Cookie Monster style. It just like, that's what I want to hear. So yeah, forget those haters. There you have it, folks. We Rule the Waves by Amon Amarth. And yeah, it's what I love about Amon Amarth. And, like I said, I shouldn't have been doom scrolling probably before I did this reaction. But anyway, I don't know. Like, what do people want? That's, I think, what it comes down to it. And I guess it's all good if you're looking for all kinds of major innovative change and all that kind of stuff within your bands. And I get it. But then there's just some bands that just do what they do really, really well. And I feel like Amon Amarth is one of those bands. And I'm watching the video and I'm just thinking, man, I need to see them again live. I had so much fun, the last time when I got to see them. They were just awesome. The whole, like, everybody doing the rowing thing and all of that good stuff. And they had the inflatables and the serpents and all. It's just awesome. Like, so much fun. So, that's what it's all about, folks. it's all about having a good time and having fun. And Amon Amarth definitely brings the fun, especially when you go see him live. So like, hey, I'm in. I'm like, Amon Amarth can, keep putting out new music. I'm going to be checking it out because I love it. And they're just, once again, a great time live. So big ups for me as far as We Rule the Waves go. So I'm digging it. So folks, let me know your thoughts. Are you doom scrollers as well? Maybe, I know it's not me because somebody coined the term. But I do. I always go to the comments and try to see what the comments are, even if I haven't seen the video or heard the song, just because it kind of gives me a little like, hey, what am I in for? But I realized that no matter what the song is, it could be the perfect song, the greatest song in the world. There's always going to be some people who just want to take other people down and bring that negativity. And I have no idea why they do that, because it's I get it if you want to leave a comment and say good things and, spread some positivity out there. But there's those people out there that just go right for the negative. And it's like, you know what? You didn't have to be negative, but anyway, I doom scroll. I do. What are your thoughts? Do you love Amon Amarth no matter what they do? Or are you in the camp that wants to see like complete difference? And a lot of people keep wanting to go back to like, when they started out, they sounded like this and they were so great and all this kind of stuff. But, a lot of times bands are at that point still just trying to figure it out. And, once you figure it out, then you kind of want to just continue on that path. And so maybe going back is not really an option. So I don't know. So all I can say is I like Amon Amarth. I love what they do and they do it well and it works for me. So folks, with that being said, if you haven't already hit the subscribe button, please hit the subscribe button. That would be greatly appreciated. And I can't say with that being said, since I just said with that being said, but you know what? Why not? It's my channel. I can say what I want. So with that being said, thank you very much for watching and I will see you next time.